For the first time ever, we've got them together.
Joy and Austin Forsythe. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
You guys are going through a lot of transition in life. You just moved. You've got 3 children with a 4th on the way, which we're going to be announcing today. Is that not? Oh.
I feel like with AI, everybody's having these fake pregnancy announcements. It's kind of insane.
Marriage with 3 kids, how's that been? You guys doing good?
Where do you see marriages struggle the most? Like, where are people struggling?
Joy, you're a great co-host. Austin, you're a fantastic co-host. The 2 of you together.
We try.
For the first time ever, we've got them together.
Joy and Austin Forsythe. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
So in case you don't know who Joy is my younger sister. And I was going to try to say what your birth order is because I do know.
Number 8.
8?
9.
No, wait, you said 8. And then I was like, no, because that's Josiah. Yes. Joy is number 9 of the kiddos. And she has 3 kiddos and she married Austin. And he's a great brother-in-law.
I don't think we really need an introduction for you guys because, especially
You guys
Joy,
have
you've
seen
been on
him.
the podcast so much.
She's our
I was
co-host.
co-host.
She is our co-host.
So you guys are going through a lot of transition in life. You just moved. You've got 3 children with a 4th on the way, which we're going to be announcing today. Is that not?
Not yet.
No, that was good.
Instagram that is the case.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like with AI, everybody's having these fake pregnancy announcements. It's kind of insane.
So is there a rumor going around that you were pregnant?
Yes.
That's
Are you-
so
Can you
Duggar.
tell us the truth?
But I answered it on a Q&A and
Oh, you
it's
did?
right here.
Okay.
Okay.
But there is a lot going on in life. This is, first of all, to have you guys on the podcast together is an honor because
It is.
it's just, it's been great to hang out with you guys. And it's Joy's come on so many times and we've had such good conversations. But we should get an update from you guys on how life is, on how marriage is, on this new house you moved into, because we literally were there the first day you moved into it, basically.
We moved in with y'all. And you were like, wait, are you going to stay forever?
And you hosted us the week you moved in.
It
Amazing.
was so fun and made it really enjoyable to have you guys there too. I kind of break it in the house.
That's one way to look at it, to host immediately as enjoyable. I would.
It was great. We were like camping out.
It was so much fun. We had a blast.
I really did feel bad though because your asthma was flaring up. So I ordered that vacuum the next day and I was like, we're going to get this problem fixed because it was
That was
dusty.
honestly, that was really kind of you. That vacuum was a magic worker.
It was.
We should actually link it here.
Back.
But it's the one that like mopped as you vacuumed.
Mm-hmm. Phenomenal.
It
Got all the construction dust up.
helped out my lungs.
But I felt bad because we were still living in a construction zone. Like the flooring wasn't completely finished. The electrical had just been turned on the night before, so there was just dust.
They were putting in the
everywhere.
can lights.
Yeah,
that day.
That day that y'all showed up.
My lungs were constricting.
Yeah.
Constricting. Constricting because of the construction.
He has people working every day except for Christmas Day,
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah, that's
Weren't- I think there were people there New Year's Day,
Yep.
and then the day after Christmas.
You're right.
Like the subs rolled back in 7:30 that morning.
It feels like such a blur, but I'm glad that you guys were able to be there with us. Made it really fun.
So are you feeling settled now?
Pretty settled. I mean, it's been over a month, but I feel like we've had stuff going on in our lives. Like life has just kept going at full speed. And so I feel like we've had a little bit more routine, but we hadn't gotten the house like fully decorated, settled, like that kind of thing. So it's definitely feeling more like home though.
I think part of it is we spent 5 months like concentrating on the house, renovating it, and other things got pushed to the side. And so as soon as we were able to move in the house, it was like, okay, let's stop on the house and let's get back to life. So the last, I don't know, since we've been in the house, like, stuff is pretty much stopped on the house. And there's still things that need to be done. But we've been so busy trying to catch up on life from the last 5 months. So we'll get around to it one day.
And you guys are the type of people who everyone's probably listening to this thinking, wow, they must have found their forever home. And that's what we thought when we rolled up. We're like, this is a nice forever home. This is so great. Like you have all the space for the kids to run, roam, You have all the rooms, the open concept as you come in the house. It's perfect, amazing kids' playroom. But then as we start talking to you, in the middle of the project, you're like, no, we'll probably be here for 2 years. And then we'll move on. Is that true? Or is that just a rumor?
Yeah, no, that still is the plan, I think, right? We said we'll probably be here for like 3 to 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
But the old house, like how long will we be in the old house?
5 years.
Yeah.
That was just supposed to be like a couple of years. The goal is, and the reason why we moved to this property was we wanted a little bit more land, where the kids could ride their bikes and, just kind of not have to always be keeping an eye. Is a car going to run them over? Are they going to run out in a road or whatever? So we're on a little bit of land, and I feel like that's going to suffice for right now. But I think long term, we would like more land. So I grew up on 112 acres with like 30,000 acres of national forest bordering us. So anything less than that feels restricted.
You just need to move that to a national forest.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. That's always been the dream, is to have like, since we were dating, we talked about 100 acres, raising our kids on that land. And we talked about it, and we're like, what if we don't ever get that? Like, what would be
Forever heartbroken.
And I think that's where we're at right now. Like, this is like a stepping stone, but even if we stay here a little bit longer, like, it's not going to be the end of it. Like, we're really grateful for where we're at now.
So yeah, the house looks incredible. It's beautiful. It is a place you could stay forever, but I know you're looking for that 100 acres.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah. Your parents own a lot of property, and that's where the camp is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and we moved closer to them.
Yeah.
That's great. The last year we were in a rental, and we were like an hour and 15 minutes from them. And so we were a lot closer to her family and to our church, but visiting them was
at least an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. So dropping kids off is, half a day ordeal or all day ordeal,
Right.
Just to take them out there to go visit. So right now we're about in the middle. So
is moving tough for you guys? Because you've moved a few times since being married and since having kids.
Yeah, I think it's getting harder and harder. Moving is definitely getting harder and harder.
Yeah, the more, just the more stuff you have, the more life, the more stuff you collect.
Yeah.
And I am
You're a minimalist, though.
Well, I thought I was, Ginger, until we started moving. And I am such an organizer, probably. Why say that? I try to be.
You are, Joy.
But it's almost too much to where I'm like, I have to know where everything's at, and I'm constantly reorganizing. And then it's almost more stressful. So like when moving, we lived in a rental house for over a year. And so we had half the things packed, half unpacked.
Oh.
But I was constantly like, for me to be happy, it has to be looked this way.
Right.
Instead of just being like, it's fine. We're in just a crazy season. It's okay. And so, but I did not realize how much stuff we had until we actually fully moved into this house, because we had so much in storage already. And then somehow our rental house got full of stuff again within a year's time. And so there was a lot to move, but I don't feel like I'm a minimalist anymore, but I'm constantly decluttering.
I have to watch out. My stuff disappears.
Well, I have a spot where I put all this stuff. So it's just a matter of finding
Like
the
my wool
tools.
blanket.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about Cozy Earth. So what we love about Cozy Earth is that they have all of the favorite things. They have the amazing bamboo sheets. They have the pajama sets, which I have gifted to so many people already. And they have our favorite bubble cuddle blanket. So I was downstairs right before this podcast, and someone was over at our house, and they picked up the bubble cuddle blanket, put it on their lap, and they're like, what is this? Is this a rug? And they were like, it's so weighted. I like it. But it's also super luxurious and soft. And I was like, that's our Cozy Earth cuddle bubble blanket. We love it. And it lives on our couch. Everybody that uses that, they always ask what it is.
Yeah. Anything that is from Cozy Earth, they say, what brand is this? And we say, Cozy Earth. Share a little extra love this February and wrap yourself or someone you care about in comfort that truly feels special. Head to cozyearth.com and use our code GINGER for up to 20% off. And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to let them know that we sent you.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about CoSmart.
I don't think you need us to tell you the importance of having home security. I mean, it's very important for us. The first thing we've done in every home we've moved into is install a brand new security system. A lot of times it's been incredibly expensive and a lot of hassle. But now with Cove Smart, you can install security all around your home. It's easy to access. It's mobile. You can always check your cameras. There's so many options. Cove Smart is really a great solution for security.
Yeah, it is. And I like that it's for just almost like a little under $1 a day. You are protecting your home, your loved ones, your possessions, and you're able to see what's happening at your place even when you're not there.
Yeah, they have live stream, so you can stream if you're at home, if you're away, you can see what's happening around your house. It's so easy to set up. Their website's really nice. Check it out. You'll find it really convenient. So make protecting your home a top priority. Check out covesmart.com/ginger or use code ginger at checkout for up to, check this out, 60% off your first order.
Crazy.
So go to covesmart.com/ginger. Use code ginger for up to 60% off on your first order. You'll never regret taking more measures to protect your family.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about Function Health.
Yeah, so most people assume that their health, like their heart, is healthy if they have good cholesterol levels. But there are certain tests like lipoproteins that you cannot be aware of unless you specifically ask your doctor to test them, and they might be wildly unhealthy, out of range. But Function Health shows you. It gives you a 360-degree, is that the right term, or is it 180-degree? It gives you a full-orbed view of what's happening in your body to know whether you're truly healthy.
Yeah, it's super awesome because they test for all these biomarkers and you are able to get that comprehensive view of what's happening. And I think that it really would save so many people from a lot of finding out later what's going on inside when you're super tired, super wiped out, and you're like, oh, I'm depleted and everything. Well, go ahead and check out what is happening inside your body with Function Health.
Own your health for just $365 a year. That's $1 a day. Visit functionhealth.com/ginger and use gift code GINGER for $25 credit toward your membership.
Now back to the episode.
You know, that's a phenomenon about like a husband and wife. I never know where anything is. And she knows where everything is.
Except for my phone. You always know where my phone is. I never know where my phone is.
She will have her phone in her pocket, or she'll leave it at home and we'll go somewhere. Or she'll go, do you have my phone? I'm like, babe,
You're like,
have your
it's
phone.
in your hand.
Your phone.
Like literally 2 days ago, I was walking out the door. I had this girl visiting me for the afternoon, and I was walking out the door, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta go back in and get my phone." She's like, "It's in your hand." That was like,
She felt bad.
such a clown.
Like, didn't want to talk.
She didn't.
But if I damn it, I'm like, where is this? Where is that? And it's something I placed days ago, and she'll go, oh, it's over in that room. It's over. I'm like, how
That's
does
because you're moving stuff. They're moving stuff.
moving
Now,
everywhere?
you said this even about Joy though. Like when the workers were there for so long at your new house, it's like you would go clean one side of the room, move everything to one side, all their tools, and then you move them, over here and there.
Oh yeah, the workers.
So funny.
Too. That's where I put my drill down here. It's over on top of the cabinet. That's right. You know what's funny is I've started predicting, like reading into her. It's like I'm like observing an animal in the wilderness, like their movements. Like how do they? And you begin
Do you
to
do that often?
get their instincts. Not really.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of like Jane Goodall. But I had put books on the stand right next to the door, and I came down this morning, and they were gone. And my literal thought was, all right, where would Ginger have put them? Probably, okay,
The
because
office.
Joy and Austin are here, so she probably got them out, decluttered this area. So I went right to the office, grabbed the books, left.
Where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, like knew exactly, like, okay.
Because they just came in the mail and then they're just on the counter.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go? They're not going to sit
You're
there
not
for longer than an
I
hour.
haven't thought about that yet.
So you're still just going, Joy.
Yeah. 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 What was I looking for the other day? I couldn't find it.
And I always forget that I was the one that moved them. So I'm like, I don't know. You must have moved them. He's like, I haven't touched them. And so then I'm like, I either had 3 spots where I put your stuff. It's like in the mudroom cabinet, in your room, like his office room.
Well, it's harder at a new house.
It was my
That's for sure.
it was my coyote calls.
Yes.
And
Did you bring them?
I
No.
didn't. I thought about it, but I didn't.
We could use some coyote calls out here.
Yeah.
Those things are getting close.
They're probably protected here. They probably have more rights than I do. But anyways, my coyote calls. I was like, Joy, where are they? Can't find them, whatever. And they were in my tool bin, which she was like, I didn't put them there. And,
Well, then I thought about it later, and I did put them out. They were out in the shed,
yeah.
out in his tool shed.
Anyways,
I do move stuff around though, but I think I don't. If I feel like, especially in my kitchen, in my living room, if it's cluttered in there, I feel like my mind's cluttered. So I'm constant. Like if I know I'm walking across the house and I see something that goes in the direction I'm going, I'll just grab it and put it away.
I got a question, Joy.
What?
So I also don't know how you feel about this, but I would assume like, and call me crazy, but like counters would be used to put stuff on. But Ginger wants nothing on a counter. She wants nothing on a sink top in the bathroom. So I would go, hey, our like toothbrushes and that should be next to the sink. She wants it all under the sink. And
If you have something,
I don't understand.
no, if you have something to hold them on the counter, then it's fine to have them on the counter. But if they're just laying on the counter,
Okay.
then they don't belong there.
Okay.
Yep.
So like in the
Got it.
kitchen, if you have fruit in a fruit bowl, that's fine. But if they're just thrown on the
But
counter,
fruit on a
that's not
counter is
okay.
not okay.
No,
Got it.
it's just, it's a part of.
Are you like this, Joy? Whenever you're cooking, do you put everything away and clean up as you go? Or do you just leave everything out and then clean up after?
It depends on how rushed I am. But like I
Do you
normally
clean up as you
I
go,
normally
Austin?
clean up as I go.
Austin's saying no.
He is better about right away doing the dishes. I will leave the dishes till like the end of the day, and then there'll be a huge
Sure.
pile. He does after every meal.
Yep.
So that's a different kind of thing. But I definitely, if I'm not rushed with like guests coming over, whatever, then normally I will like clean up as I go.
I think it's so funny because like there are different personalities, temperaments. I think I'm like you, Joy, with that. Anything on the countertops bothers me so bad, so bad, to the point where half the time I put away something and I'm like, oh, I was gonna use the olive oil for that dish too. So I put everything away. Like I'll use it, put it away. I'm making popcorn in the Whirly Pop at night, 9 p.m. Just saying, that's when we eat our popcorn. And I'm over there and I'm pouring the olive oil in. I'm pouring the kernels in immediately. I put that away as the fire's on. I don't stand there and whirl that. I put it away immediately. And then I come back. And it's one of those things that I just can't leave it there.
That's funny.
a good way to live.
I'm not that rushed, but I do put it away instantly.
But Felicity now has gotten to the point, I don't know if your kids are like this, they get to the point where they're like, oh my, is mom going to throw this away? So Felicity, every time she gets something that's like, where she feels like is a keepsake worthy thing, she says, oh mom, I bet you wouldn't throw this away, right? I bet this won't go, I bet I won't be able to find this, like she really knows already.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm saying,
You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about that because Evie, she will, like at church, they have so many different things that they color or whatever. And it's not necessarily they're not giving it to me. And so those kinds of things, when I clean out the car, I just tend to throw those away. But I was telling Austin, I said, you know what? I said, my dad had a box in his office. Do you remember that?
oh yeah, I have one now.
Where we would color pictures. We would color pictures and he would put all of the pictures we drew in that box. He'd say, okay, I have my keepsake box. I'm gonna put it in here. And he wouldn't necessarily like put it up on the wall and admire it all the time. But I was wondering the same thing because just the other week, Evie's like, Mama, please don't throw this away. This is my thing from church. And she's like, actually, I want to give it to you. You want to keep it. And she was saying the same thing. I was like, I kind of feel bad because I am a minimalist and I tend to get rid of things. But I wonder how that makes her feel because, it's not something like it's her masterpiece, her artwork.
Yeah.
That I just don't like. I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. And then when she's not looking,
Trash.
she knows though, I toss it probably.
Because there's so many.
There's and
They're
Evie's an
making 10 a
artist.
day.
Yes. There's so
And that's
many of them.
aside, but I also just did that because I remember Pops always had that in his office next to all of his other file boxes. And so we had a file box in our storage room and I just pulled it out and made it our keepsake box.
See, that's
And
a
then it
great
filled up
idea.
with like a couple things that were like school pictures, whatever. And then you put all the keepsake stuff in there. And then I moved it to a bin,
Never
like any of the
knew.
special things I sorted through, found the favorites, saved a few, And then I put those in the keepsake thing. And then the rest you can discard if they're just like random papers of little things that they're not going to treasure one day. So yeah, I think that's really that's helpful.
Idea.
And usually after about 6 months, they're not going to ask you about that old picture.
Yes.
So at least you have it for a length of time.
Yeah. But that was interesting because that was something I was just thinking about. And I want to make sure that I make Evie feel special in that way. And not
Have you
just
gone-
like
Oh, sorry.
letter.
I was going to say, have you gone back to your keepsake boxes and looked through them? And I mean, I know you've gone back after being away from Arkansas for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I do every couple years. I have like
Yeah.
a stack of keepsake boxes and I'll go through them and read old things. Or,
Like stuff from your past as a kid.
yeah. Yeah.
Did
Not
you have a
actually
keepsake
impressive
box
boxes.
from your parents? Was it just like his first bullet that he shot, his first deer that he killed?
He had so many things.
It was more like I don't remember my parent. I don't know if they kept stuff of my like I kept my stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
So I would I mean I have knives from literally when I was 4 years old. I have
Wow.
toys. I have a Nerf gun from when I was I think 5.
He took
That still
care of his
shoots.
stuff.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about trust and will.
Yeah, one of the things that can give you and your family peace of mind is having a living will so that you know if anything happens to you, your assets, your finances, and also the care and protection of your children will go to whom, where, when you want it to go. So if we were to pass away, we know exactly who gets custody of our children. There's no going through the state because of trust and will. We have a living will, and it really gives peace of mind.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best gifts that you can give to your family, your loved ones. And so take that time and go ahead and reach out to Trust and Will.
Protect your legacy and your loved ones today, tomorrow, and beyond with Trust and Will, the most trusted name in online estate planning. Go to trustandwill.com/ginger and get 20% off. That's trustandwill.com/ginger to get 20% off. That's a huge deal. It's a great way to get started. This is probably the reminder you need to really take that step to care for your family.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about Nutrafol.
If you are experiencing hair thinning or hair issues, Nutrafol is for you. You can experience real growth of your hair over time. It happens quickly, not in a flash, but you'll see improvements in 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I have loved Nutrafol, especially postpartum, because I struggled so much with postpartum hair loss. And Nutrafol is an awesome way to be able to supplement to help your hair improve. And so I think that anybody who is walking through that, gift it to somebody who is postpartum. It's going to be their best friend.
Yeah, Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. So let your hair become one less thing taking up space in your head and see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code JANDJ. That's JANDJ. Nutrafol.com, spelled NUTRAFOL.com, promo code JANDJ.
Now back to the episode.
So here's the thing is I've thought, because Felicity is, you know how every generation kind of reacts to the previous? So our parents had so much stuff, so now we're minimalists. But I'm looking at our kids like, okay, they're going to want to collect everything. Am I raising a little hoarder, you know? But there's one aspect of keepsaking where, like I went home over Christmas last year, like a year and a half ago, whatever. And I got my little raccoon, my stuffy raccoon, Ricky Raccoon, significant part of my childhood, which is why I don't like, hunting raccoons.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if people hunt raccoons, but
Yeah. Could do. Trap them and shoot them.
got it. So, okay. Well, again, a little triggering for me just because of Ricky Raccoon. He was my little stuffed animal, but that was actually special. But I wonder if getting that little stuffed animal would have been as special if my mom had kept 15 stuffed animals. But you know what I mean? Like, and been like, here's all of your childhood. Then you might kind of go like my fear is that Felicity is going to have so much stuff from every stage of life, it won't be special.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be a collection of everything she's ever had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You-
not everything she's had.
Sometimes less is
Well, you
more.
could try it with
Yes,
one kid
yes.
and then try something else with a different kid.
You should have an experiment. We kept all of your stuff, didn't keep your stuff.
To be fair, so we've had problems with that with the kid, and it is one of those things that we've realized it's tough for some personalities to let go of stuff. And that's one thing that I have tried so hard to not touch is their room, because I honestly am like, this is their childhood. If they hang up things on the wall that aren't stylish, it's okay.
yeah.
Especially after we redid their room. I think that's where it bothered me more.
Yes.
Before then, it was like all white walls, nothing in there, mismatch everything. And then once we designed it, I was like, oh, no, it's like, it's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
Because I like it very minimalist. But I also was looking at that and I'm like, wait, this is her space. Unless it's like gross, should I leave it? I don't know. So anyhow, we
We've
had
been having the
conversation the
same
past couple
conversations.
weeks.
Right.
That's
Okay.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the past couple weeks,
Stage, aren't they?
Yeah.
you're looking around at the room and you might go up there and see it with me and help me, because we had a conversation. And anyhow, one of our kiddos was like, oh yes, like I think that maybe I should let go of some stuff, because a couple years ago I showed him a clip of Hoarding Buried Alive. I'm about to pull it back out,
You keep one more of those and this is your life.
but I did show them that because it was a little much. We were hanging on to every little thing that they
Joy
ever
does the
got.
same thing with stuff. She's like, I'm going to show you a video.
Well,
I know it's terrible, but I just show 'em that.
And then touching the candles. I would show them a kid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whoa. Well,
The
important.
parenting. Yeah, I like it. No, I like it.
It's true.
anyway, but with that, I was thinking, it's helpful for me though, because we do have so many nieces and nephews, and Evie tends to be one that wants to keep all of her stuff, but she also is a giver. And so she is so excited to give her favorite pair of boots to her cousin. And so that's something that's been helpful because we can pass whenever her clothes get too small. Like I normally keep 1 or 2 shirts from each size for them to like give to their kids one day. And she's so excited to pick out like her favorite shirts to give to her kids one day. But other than that, we pass everything on to her cousins. And it's like she's like giving them a gift. It's so exciting for her. So that's been helpful. But as far as other like knick-knack things, I have a hard time finding the balance in it too, because
Yeah.
I know we had our lockers, and this is what I was telling him. We had our lockers that had all of our personal items in it. And then I also had like a cabinet in our room that was my closet. And whatever was in there was ours. But I remember, not you, but one of the oldest sisters, when we were gone to music lessons one day, went through our lockers and went through my stuff and decluttered it for me because she thought that
Oh, man.
cluttering. And I remember coming home and being devastated because I was like, that was not yours, that was mine.
Yeah.
And like my heart was just,
Because it was our safe
yeah,
place.
it was
like
our safe
anything that's
place
in there,
house.
trash, anything.
Hey,
And like
that's
all of my
interesting to think about.
stickers that I collected over the years, they scraped them off the locker.
With Grandma Bennett's address on it.
Yes, Grandma Bennett's address.
Yeah.
Like, and so all those things. But I remember like, I want to find the balance, because there does need to be a place of like, yes, we're the mom, but also they need to have their own personal space.
And the house is meant to be lived in. Like,
Yeah.
like a clean wall for a clean wall's sake is pointless. Like I've sometimes thought, you don't want to be the grandpa who's saying, hey, don't touch that and don't break that. And then you realize you're living in a glass.
Did you know my granddad? Don't run down the halls.
But then you're living in a glass house that nobody isn't warm, right? And then you go, a house is meant to be lived in.
Yeah.
And so there's a measure of it where you're like, okay, they colored on the wall. Great. Okay, don't go around coloring on everything. It's a learning lesson. But you're also not freaking out because that wall is so precious. You realize, yeah, you know what? Like after this little stage, we're probably going to paint the wall.
It's just stuff.
And then we're going to have grandkids and they're going to color on it too.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting aspect of this having a little like safe place, because you guys had you had so many siblings, and then you lived in a huge room, so you didn't have like your own space. So your own little locker is
That
like,
was our safe. Yeah.
this is my home. I've designed this with my stickers.
I think it's important. I mean, yeah, I only grew up with your sister.
Austin had all the space he wanted in his room.
Yeah, I had my own room, and
It was bad.
I remember seeing your
His mom didn't touch his room.
really, my parents didn't care. I hung pictures. I had like stapled pictures to my walls. They didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't
I just
care.
remember you on your bunk bed looking like for the TV show you filmed as a kid. I will.
Not the Duggars.
So, okay, this
Man,
is
we veered way off.
you veered way up. I don't even know where we are. But marriage with 3 kids, how's that been? You guys doing good? Lessons you learning? What's
I wouldn't say that having 3 kids has affected our lifestyle or our relationship. Would you?
No, I think we definitely have to be more purposeful, probably in the time that we get. But
Yeah, but I mean, it's easier now. Like the kids, they're older. They play with each other. Like
with Gunnar being older, it's definitely made a difference.
I was just asking my pastor, I don't know, last week sometime, like, out of all the counseling and stuff you do, like, where do you see marriages struggle the most? Like, where
that's a good
are
question.
people struggling? And he was saying year like 4 and 5 and 6, and
year 4, 5, and 6?
yeah, somewhere there, 4 to 6. Like,
we're past it.
well, that's what I was thinking.
No, I think year 7 was probably right, 6 or 7,
No, I think it was probably 5 or 6.
or maybe it was 5. Well, yeah,
It was 5 or 6.
because Evie's how old now? Evie is 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
6
probably around there.
was probably so far.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was like probably the hardest.
Yeah.
Well, there are like for us, we're in the season of Finnegan is so like Finnegan's just mobile enough to be dangerous.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's not where you can have him just playing in the other room.
Yeah.
Everything's going in his mouth. He's walking everywhere.
Yeah.
And so
Still clingy.
yeah, so that means we don't get time together until he's down.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, if he gets a power nap at 7 o'clock at night, then he's up till 9:30, and then mom's been in watching him all day mode. Well, she's still in that mode until 9:30, and then we're both tired. So
Yep.
that kind of, but once you get through that as well, not to say we're not enjoying that season, because it's
Yeah.
a sweet season with
It is sweet.
little Finny
Yep.
boy. But there are like different dynamics to different seasons.
Yeah. I think that hit us like Gunnar. He's almost 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when your kid's 8, 10 months old and they're putting everything in their mouth, it's a hard time.
Yeah.
And they're living on your hip.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah, he's living on hip right now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He just wants mama.
Like anybody who goes to pick him up, he's like,
Yep.
Yeah.
he just,
He'll hang with me. I'll come, pick
He
him
loves
up. He
Dad.
hangs out with me, but then sees mom. You know how they just shift all their weight?
Yeah.
They just communicate
Yeah.
by like going, all right, I'm going to fall towards mom now. And you're like, okay, he wants it.
So it'll be interesting if we have another kid, to see how that.
Okay, so you're not.
now it's time for the announcement. Is this the announcement time?
That's not
All
gonna
right.
right.
I wish.
You know we're going to tease that with this episode, right?
That's great.
Big time.
Has it been a sweet season for you guys? I mean, it's nice to be in the new house. The kids are obviously like, kids take a lot of work, but they're in a sweet season. They're playing together.
It has been a really sweet season. I feel like we have been so busy that I feel like there are times where I just feel like we're kind of lost in all of it. And so it was 2 weekends ago. You actually gave me for Christmas. He gave me a gift to go antiquing for like as a Christmas present. He's like, I'm gonna plan it all. I'm gonna get the babysitter. We just got to find a weekend, sometime in the next 2 months or whatever. And so his mom was available. He called his mom, was like, hey, can you keep the kids for the night? We're gonna go antiquing. And that was like, finally, I felt like after all the house projects, getting moved in, like getting past all of the crazy rush of it all, having a weekend to just breathe and like being able just to walk through an antique store was so much fun. And then Austin actually found a new passion of his.
I was going to say,
while we were
that was
antiquing.
for you that he did that. And little did he know
He caught the
And little did you know that you were gonna actually feed his new
So
addiction.
now it's like a hobby that we both can enjoy, because Austin he found a pair of earrings that he
Dude, I gotta say, they look good on you. I didn't think you were the earrings type,
I know.
but they do look. They look.
I know. I'm not a one earring kind of guy either. Both of them.
Well, he found a pair of earrings that were gold earrings, and he got a deal on them. He's like, I think they're gold. And sure enough, he got them tested, and they were gold. And he got them for a fraction of the price of what they're worth. And so now the next day we went and picked up the kids, and the next day we went antiquing the whole day with the kids. They were exhausted, but he's like, I'm going to
Kids, we will antique.
So the next day he found a gold, what is it called? A gold brooch?
Yeah, like this ugly, like grape cluster brooch.
Well, I'm just walking around the store shopping for like antique furniture, and he's standing at the counter. Can I see this pair of earrings? Can I see this gold brooch? And he's like, I'll take that gold, the grape cluster. She's like, oh, this is a beautiful. The lady
She
at the
like
front
puts
counter,
it on, and I'm like,
it could be a pin.
I'm gonna melt this down.
yeah, like,
Austin's
She's not picking up what kind of shopping you're doing.
no.
She's like, peculiar taste, that boy.
Yeah.
She's going home to her husband. Just over.
Met an
boys.
interesting young man today.
You know that grape brooch we talked about?
No one's bought it for 20 years.
It's just interesting young boy came in today.
But anyway, he's been
awesome.
so that was a fun weekend. I feel like for us to be able just to breathe and slow down and enjoy each other and enjoy like the kids and just since all the craziness, it's definitely been crazy. But I feel like we're getting back into our routine.
I love it. So good.
Is there something the Lord's been teaching you guys in your life recently that would convict us or encourage us or give us something to think about? You've been teaching a lot at church. Do we want to talk about that or no?
Sure.
Okay.
What
are you teaching through?
Right now in the young adults, we kind of co-teach that class at our church. We just started going through Judges.
Ooh.
And so it's been good. It's been good for me. Helps me. It's one thing if you're just reading your Bible in the morning, especially if you're trying to check off a list. But it's another if you've got to prepare, and not that you should just read to check off a list, but it's another thing if you've got to prepare and try to come up with something insightful and try to pour into other people. So it's been really good for me. I've really enjoyed it.
I feel like I've been learning what we were talking about the children of Israel and how back in the Old Testament, and you hear it a lot, but back in the Old Testament, God would do these incredible things for them, like, just deliver them from their enemies. And then it would be like 80 years later, they're asking, God, what are you doing? Are you even real? Like, do you even care? And I feel like I see myself, and this is what God's been showing me, even just in the lesson that he was teaching this last week of talking about the children of Israel. And I was like, I see myself going through those patterns. And you think, oh, I cannot believe that they're like that. But in reality, I feel like God's showing me like your faith is not strong. Like you can look down even on children of Israel, like from, thousands of years ago. But this is something that you struggle with too, is, life is good and we're going through a good season and we're so blessed. But as soon as something goes wrong, I constantly am questioning, like, God, why are you doing this? Or do you care? Do you love me? And so I think that I'm growing in, I guess, in faith, but seeing how I need to even grow more, and I need God every single day, and I need his help, has been something eye-opening for me, because it just shows you how much we need the Lord and how much our faith I need to just trust the Lord more and I don't have to rely on all the good and the feelings.
Yeah.
I just need to trust God even when I don't feel all of those things.
That's good. Well, it seems like you guys are doing really well. We had a sweet time visiting you guys over Christmas, and we're excited you're here in LA to hang out for a little bit. And thanks for coming on and sharing a little update on the Forsyths.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been fun. Thanks
It's always
for having us.
You guys, Joy, you're a great co-host. Austin, you're a fantastic co-host. The two of you together,
We try.
great duo. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. We will see you next week for another episode. Bye.